And today we pay tribute to people like Eugene Orsidis, who brought us into Washington, D.C. back in 1974. People like Andy Athens, George Livanos, George Paraskivaidis, Aris Anagnos, and so many others. People like Nikos Mouliaris and Dinos Giordano, who passed a few months ago, and so many others who have fought in this struggle of 50 years. In this room, Nick Laringadis has managed to assemble all of our groups. We have HEPA, we have HALC, we have PSEKA, the federations and organizations. I have maxed out on political contributions for 50 years. 50 years. No, they're not put, because I am sure Jimmy Lagos and so many others have done the same. In those years, back in '74, the maximum was 24,000. It got to 50 and 100. So in 50 years, you can calculate it. It's like $5 million that have been spent, not only by me, but many others in this room and many others across the United States that we have been fighting. We have been told time and time again that Turkey is a country of very importance. A country with 85 million people, a country with the biggest NATO army, 800,000, a country that its geography and geopolitical position, and Tom Miller is looking at me, and you agree with that, borders Russia, Syria, Iran, and the State Department and all the members of the political world here in Washington, D.C. have been justifying. They have been justifying why they're not holding Turkey accountable for its actions. It may be an ally, but not holding them accountable for their actions is wrong. A good ally is someone that we can share our values. You know, if you had a choice back in 1978 when we started, say we wanted one president to be president of the United States so we can see action. Biden was my #1 choice. He was our champion. In November 15th, 1983, outside the United Nations, not 1 cent, not $1, not 1 tank, not 1 airplane for Turkey unless they get their troops out of Cyprus. What happened to Joe Biden? What happened to Secretary of State Blinken? What happened when he just announced that we share common values with Turkey? What are the common values that we're sharing? The invasion of Cyprus, the bombing of the Kurds, the buying of the S-400 missiles, not putting sanctions on Russia, meddling in the Armenian war against Azerbaijan, having meetings with Putin and the president of Iran, having the headquarters of Hezbollah and Hamas in Turkey. What are the values that we are sharing that Secretary of State Blinken has the audacity to say we share values? Yes, they are an ally. Yes, they are significant. But are we to accept that we are sharing these values with a dictator Erdogan that has 100,000 people in jail, that is keeping the minority, the Kurds, under his thumb, and keeping the occupation of Cyprus for the last 50 years? So here's my question, and tomorrow Nick has asked me to be part of the panel discussion. What are we as Greek Americans? We say we are first in education, second in income, national income, but yet for 50 years, we as American citizens, all of us here, all of the archons with the millions of dollars, all of the Leadership 100, the Hellenic Initiative, all of these organizations that are doing great work, and I commend them for it. Here it is, 50 years of an occupation, and we as Greek Americans have not been able to do anything about it. Today, Cyprus and Greece enjoy the best relationship with the United States of America. What does that mean? We enjoy the best relationship. For 50 years, we have an occupation, and we have an ally that is asking for a two-state solution. So, my friends, I want to tell you here today, what's at stake is not Cyprus. What's at stake is the Aegean. What's at stake is Thrace. What's at stake is Hellenism. We are the last line of defense. Ambassador, you may call us the best ambassadors of Greece and Cyprus. And every time I go to Greece and Cyprus, Chris, they tell me that I'm the best apostle of Greece. But what is at stake today, my friends? If you want to maintain our Hellenic values, our Hellenic ideals, we better get together and see what we're going to do about it. If Biden didn't do it after 4 years, and he was our champion for the Cyprus issue and for Hellenism. We're going to have a tough next 4 years. So today, my friends, I tell you all what I have been saying all along. The work has to be redoubled. The work goes on, the hope endures, and the dream of a free Cyprus will never die. Thank you all very much, and let's keep working. And congratulations, Rocky.